This is pitch practice. I'm glad you're here. Raise your hand if you've never been here before. Keep them up. Very nice. Awesome. Thank you. Thanks for coming. My name's Kevin. This is pitch practice, and brief history. We started pitch practice a little over 4.5 years ago as just a way to help each other. Hey, can you listen to what I'm saying and see if it sounds dumb or see if it sounds great? And it evolved into this Friday meetup where 10, 20, 30, 40 people come, and if we get too big, we go out there. And the idea is for you to practice what it is that you say when somebody says, hey, what do you do? And then we grow that into maybe a contest pitch or an investor pitch. So how we do things here, after about 1.5 years, we come up with this kind of methodology. Well, it's not a formula, but I guess it kind of looks like one. When you're practicing your 30-second elevator pitch, and we start there because the 30-second elevator pitch is what you're going to use most often. Anytime somebody says, hey, how are you? What do you do? What's your name? You're going to do something like this. And so this is what we practice the most. Now, we'll also, if you want to pitch your 5-minute pitch, your investor deck in here, we're happy with that. You can, if you can get that, your slides up there, we're happy to do that. It's about practicing, saying what you want to say, and getting raw feedback on whether or not it's good, and then working to improve. That's what it's all about. So here's where we start. With your 30-second pitch, you should be able to squeeze in there somewhere your name, who you work for, what the problem is, how you solve that problem, who pays you money, and what you need. So let's go a little bit deeper on each of those. Your name and your organization, that should be very clear. You may not have an organization yet. It may be just an idea that you're pitching, and that's just fine. The problem is where you want to spend all of your time and energy. You exist to solve a problem. That's your why. If you haven't listened to the TED Talk by Simon Sinek or read the book, Start With Why, please do that. It will change the way you talk about what it is that you do. Starting from the inside out rather than the outside in. So you solve a problem. That's the reason you exist. This is the hardest thing that people come through this room have to overcome, is stating the problem. It's very difficult to talk about something not in terms of me, me, and me. It's very difficult to talk about what you do in terms of how it helps other people. So you want to get this problem correct, because when you're in front of the right audience with your enterprise, whatever it is, they will get it. They will hear you talking about their pain. That's what we call empathy. And it really, really makes a big difference. So you want to make sure you get this problem statement right. It's very, very hard. Next is you want to talk what your solution is. And don't go deep on this. You don't want to get mired down, bogged down in this. It's a piece of software, it's a website, it's a device, it's a service, it's a community. Whatever it is, just state it and let it go. Don't bog down here. And then who's going to pay you money? Even if you're a nonprofit, somebody's got to pay you money to perform your service. So who are those customers? And keep in mind, your customer day 1 of your startup is maybe very, very different than your customer year 10. Look at Amazon. They sold books. Now they sell everything. So their target customer changed over time, and that was by design. And then what do you need? A startup needs something. You might need a co-founder, a lawyer, an investor, a beta tester, new customers, referrals, advice, a new employee, whatever you need, ask for it. Because this is going to change too. The first day you start a business, you need something. The next day you need something else. The next month you need something else. The next year you need something else. Ask for it, because if you don't ask for it, you'll never get it. And if you don't get in the habit of asking for something, when the time comes for you to ask for money from a customer or an investor, you're going to stumble over your words. So get used to asking for something. All this, yes, can be done in 30 seconds. And then to add to that, you can tell a story in 30 seconds. Here's what's going to help people remember your pitch. It's not going to be all these wonderful facts and figures. It's going to be a story, a compelling story. Usually, most of the time, this story that you're telling here is about how you got here. It's about your journey to finding and solving this problem. Usually. It can be different, but that's usually where it comes from. So it comes from your experience as someone who's lived this problem and lived to solve this problem, because that gives you expertise in it. So this is our formula. When you move on to grow your pitch to be a 2 or 3 minute or 5 or 6 minute pitch, you start with these same things. Your organization becomes your team, your problem becomes the size of the market, your solution becomes how you do it, your customer becomes your customer segments, and your ask becomes you raising money. But it just grows out from here. But you want to start with small, because it's easier to start small and grow than it is to take 50 PowerPoint slides and cut something. Okay? Any questions?